Alright, Counterpunch Boxing. We are back with another one. How you guys doing out there, YouTube land? Took a couple days off. Wanted to kind of open up the video and tell you that, the predictions we made about the Luis Ortiz-Malik Scott fight, the Danny Garcia-Samuel Vargas fight, we were dead on accurate, as usual. I even picked the round right. I got the round right for the Garcia and the Vargas fight. Okay, look, let me open up, like, I was going to just not even mention it, but, if you are a Danny Garcia fan, the channel's probably not for you. Now, if you want to know the truth and you want to be educated and, you're not biased for whatever reason, or you're not, protecting him, then the channel might be for you. But in my mind, Danny Garcia is a disgrace to boxing. What he has done is, it's just low, pathetic, disgraceful, and the guy is just a piece of shit in my mind. I mean, he is just a piece of fucking garbage. I'm sorry. I cannot stand the guy. I don't cuss in any of my videos, but what this guy has done to boxing, the sport that I love and cherish, is shameful. Plain and simple. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you briefly why I think that before I get into my video. 33-0 right now. He's a WBC belt holder. Going to be in the unification fight with Keith Thurman for the WBA. Hang on. Okay. Yeah. So his last fight with Guerrero, not bad. Okay, I kind of gave him a pass on that. Paulie Malignaggi, Lamont Peterson, Rod Saka, Herrera, Lucas Matisse, Zab Judah, Eric Morales again, Holt, what's his name? Kendall Holt. Okay, after, building up to that Lucas Matisse fight, he was a young, upcoming guy. All right, cool. But then, After that great win against Lucas Matisse, I felt like he should have built on that momentum and kind of like, at that point, that was a pivotal point in his career. That's when he decided what he was going to become in boxing. So he gets into the Herrera fight, and he lost that fight. I don't care what anyone says, he completely lost that fight. And it shows you the corrupt judges, and that's again why I don't like him, because I know him and his team had something to do with that. I mean, when a judge scores a fight, or basically hands you a gift, and that's why they call him Danny Gift Garcia, there's corruption, and I don't like that. I mean, that is a stain on boxing. I don't like that. And then after the Herrera fight, after everyone was really pissed off about the gift, what did he do? For redemption, he brings up a 135-pound lightweight, ranked at number 78, up to welterweight, and nearly kills a guy in the ring. I mean, that right there, I know Rod Saka. He's a good guy. He opened up a gym. He's a great guy. And that was just shameful. That was completely disgusting what he did to him. Like I said, they changed the ranking from 78 to 15 to try to justify the fight. I mean, again, corruption, lies, bullshit. Everything this guy does is just like a stain on boxing, okay? And then, after the Lamont Peterson, or after the Salka fight, we get into Lamont Peterson. Lamont Peterson beat him. I mean, that was like the Matador and the Bull. I mean, Lamont Peterson had him, he was toying with Danny Garcia. He had him doing, whatever he wanted in that ring. I mean, you want to talk about ring generalship, he completely controlled that fight, outlanded anything Danny landed on the gloves of Lamont Peterson. Lamont Peterson looked like a young Sugar Ray Leonard in that fight. I mean, Lamont Peterson looked great in that fight, and even closed strong. He did start out a little bit slow, but even in the final rounds, he closed like really strong, and the judges still gave it to Danny Garcia. I believe it was like 114, and then the third corrupt judge was like had him losing by 2 rounds. So Danny Garcia barely got that. At the end of the fight, Danny goes up to Lamont Peterson and says, "Oh, I know you won the fight. Oh yeah, I know you won. So, okay. So again, for redemption, what does he do after the Lamont Peterson fight? Victor Postol is the #1 contender to fight Danny, okay? And what does he do, right? We're going to get the Danny Garcia-Victor Postol fight. Nope. Paulie Malignaggi. I mean, the guy goes in and fights Paulie Malignaggi. And I know people say, oh, he moved up to welter, he's got to act. I mean, bullshit. Like, I'm tired of hearing that, Like, these people out there, they make excuses for these guys, and I'll tell you why. A lot of them are media, and they want favoritism. They want their press credentials. They want the exclusive interviews. I mean, they're just as corrupt. So they're just going to sit there and lie. Kind of like Stephen A. Smith, how he'll protect Mayweather at all costs. A lot of these amateur boxing reporters, they're no different. They latch onto a fighter and they'll protect them at all costs. So I'm not stupid. I've been in the game a long time. Okay, so after Paulie Malignaggi, we got the Guerrero fight, which an old washed-up Guerrero. Now, he already fought an old washed-up Morales 2 times. Zab Judah. Come the fuck on. And then now, finally, after 33 fights and probably the last 7 or 8, there's been a total cherry-pick bullshit gift decision bullshit fights. Finally, we have a decent fight. Danny Garcia, Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman, just, he's got that WBA for Sean Porter. He won that last year. Now, Thurman, he's got Collazo, Guerrero, Bandu, Julio Diaz, and oh God, what's his name? Soto Karass, which is one of my favorite fights. That was a great fight. Karass is a warrior. Ton of respect to Karass. But look, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to make my prediction video, but I'm telling you right now, Keith Thurman is going to beat the shit out of Danny. He's going to beat the shit out of him. I'm hoping there's no controversy or corruption or paid-off judges or whatever, like if Danny can survive 12 rounds, which I don't think he can, but if he can, he gets another gift decision, set up a rematch. I hope there's nothing like that. We got 2 guys. Danny Garcia is, 28, I think, and Thurman 27. Garcia 5'8.5", Danny 5'9". Garcia, both of them, they got about a 69-inch reach. Same reach. This is 2 fighters in their prime at welterweight going at it. And from what I hear, it's going to be on free TV, like CBS. It's not going to be. This is a pay-per-view fight. I would pay money to watch this fight. I really would. And it's going to be on free TV. Well, cable network TV. Which means you guys will be able to watch it for free. But yeah, it's just, since that loss, April was, I think April of 2015, I believe it was, with Lamont Peterson. I've been dying for Danny to get in the ring with a real opponent. Finally, he has, Keith Thurman. And, look, I don't mean to be so harsh on Garcia, but I'm completely disgusted by what he's done for boxing. And finally, like I said, we have a real fight here. I'm excited about it. This is my kind of initial reaction to the announcement. Now, the announcement, I don't know if you guys saw, Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia met in the ring after the Vargas fight, and they got in each other's face and they were yelling, and Danny Garcia was saying, "Oh, I'm going to fuck you up," and Keith Thurman said, I ain't no cherry boy, stuff like that. But, it is going to be a good fight. I'm excited about it. Hopefully you guys are too. And, leave your comments below. Do you agree with me about Danny Garcia? Am I being too hard on the guy? I don't think I am. When you really look at what he's done, and you have to understand boxing like I do. I've been on the inside. I've been all around. I've been in the ring. I'm a fighter. I sparred today. I get up every day. I get in the, I spar. I've been a reporter. I've had my press credentials. I've been on every side of it you can imagine. The management, the promotional, trainer, boxer, reporter. And I'm telling you, what Danny Garcia does it's disgusting. And anyone out there that is telling you the truth, they'll agree with me. But what do you think? I want to know what you guys think in the comment section below. And like I said, I am going to put out a couple more videos today. I want to do a breakdown of the fight. You know, what I think, how I think Keith Thurman can win. I mean, I can tell you briefly what I think. I mean, I think Danny is flat-footed. You know, he's maybe a two-dimensional fighter. I mean, Keith Thurman has better footwork, better head movement. You know, he has better combinations. He's bigger. I mean, he's a lot bigger, I think. He's wider, thicker, bigger. He can fight going backwards. He can fight going forward. Herrera was just touching Danny up all night with that jab. So I think Keith Thurman is really going to establish a jab. But then I think like Collazo caught Thurman with that body shot, I think Danny Garcia is going to be looking for that body shot. But regardless, I hope Danny gets knocked the fuck out. Counterpunch Boxing, thank you for watching. I got to get up.